Trump invoked the emergency powers on Friday under a 1976 law after Congress rebuffed his request for $5.7 billion to help build the wall that was a signature 2016 campaign promise. Becerra cited Trump's own comment on Friday that he didn't need to do this as evidence that the emergency declaration is legally vulnerable. It's become clear that this is not an emergency, not only because no one believes it is but because Donald Trump himself has said it's not, he said. Becerra and California Governor Gavin Newsom, both Democrats, have been expected to sue to block Trump's move. Becerra told ABC that California and other states are waiting to learn which federal programs will lose money to determine what kind of harm the states could face from the declaration. He said California may be harmed by less federal funding for emergency response services, the military and stopping drug trafficking. We're confident there are at least 8 billion ways that we can prove harm, Becerra said. 3 Texas landowners and an environmental group filed the first lawsuit against Trump's move on Friday, saying it violates the Constitution and would infringe on their property rights. The legal challenges could at least slow down Trump's efforts to build the wall but would likely end up at the conservative-leaning U.S. Supreme Court. Congress never defined a national emergency in the National Emergencies Act of 1976, which has been invoked dozens of times without a single successful legal challenge. Democrats in Congress have vowed to challenge Trump's declaration, and several Republican lawmakers have said they are not certain whether they would support the president. I think many of us are concerned about this, Republican Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, who chairs the Senate Homeland Security Committee, told NBC's Meet the Press. White House senior advisor Stephen Miller told Fox News on Sunday that Trump's declaration would allow the administration to build hundreds of miles of border wall by September 2020. We have 120-odd miles that are already under construction or are already obligated, plus the additional funds we have, and then we are going to look at a few hundred miles. Trump's proposed wall and wider immigration policies are likely to be a major campaign issue ahead of the next presidential election in November 2020, where he will seek a second 4-year term.